I am very impressed with how high this guy can go. What's up, agents? Zer here, welcome back to the lab. Today we're going to be taking a look at the robot horse add-on. Now this add-on replaces the zombie horse and has a few benefits as well as one downside to make sure it's not fully overpowered. This add-on was actually created by a guy by the name of JujuStyle7, so huge shout out to him. Make sure to check his links down in the description below, as well as links to be able to download this add-on for yourself. Now, I don't actually have the horse spawned in the main lab, and that's because of one simple trait that this horse has. So I'm going to be doing the majority of the explaining before we actually get into testing out the actual horse itself. So basically this horse, as I mentioned, it's replacing the zombie horse, and apparently it has a health range of 50 to 75, so apparently it fluctuates, which makes a little bit of sense since normal horses do have health fluctuations. It's really fast, and it has the ability to jump really high. Now it does have a downside in that it does tend to lose health gradually, and that's the reason why I don't have it spawned in here, is because I didn't know if I was going to have enough time to show it off while it was still not live. I know that sounds a bit morbid, but I took precautions and made sure I didn't spawn in just in case that did happen. But you can in fact heal its hearts using either iron, gold, or diamond. And one last thing that I do want to go ahead and mention is that it is in fact hurt by water. Now, one thing I did take note from the actual page on MCPDL is that it can store items, but I'm not entirely sure if it's by default or if I have to equip it with a chest. I'm not entirely sure which of the two it is. I just went ahead and made sure I had a chest just in case I have to equip it manually. So let's go ahead and get started. Now you have to tame these guys like you would tame a normal horse. You have to get on it several times and wait until it produces the heart particles. I don't know why I had trouble saying that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So this is what the robot horse looks like, and I didn't actually realize this until I just spawned it. Apparently it looks a little bit like a unicorn. I did not realize that at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and tame this guy. It seems to have quite a decent amount of hearts, so that is one thing that I did mention. And there we go, we went ahead and tamed it. So it looks like he has, whoa, apparently he decided to leave me while I was trying to equip the saddle. Okay, let's try that again. So apparently he has the storage by default, which is something I wasn't 100% sure about, but he does apparently have the storage by default. And the reason why I have the iron bar set up the way I do is because I simply want to test this horse's jumping capabilities, because it did say it is able to jump pretty high. And whoa, I actually don't think I'm going to be able to fully test this horse out in this lab, because it looks like it's going up to the top of the obsidian chamber. Okay, that's kind of interesting to know. Alright, so as you can tell, obviously it made it over all these obstacles quite easily. I actually have this one in particular set up to be 5 blocks high, and now I'm actually kind of curious. If I get off of this horse and I increase the size of these iron bars to maybe, I'm going to put it to about here. I think that seems fair to test it out with. And I want to see, I'm not going to fill in the rest of it, but I do want to test to see if this horse is actually able to make it up and over at least that. And that was a fail because obviously I have the gap there. But yeah, it looks like it made it over that without a problem. So this horse does definitely have some hops. And one thing I didn't mention is that it is extremely fast. I don't know, I can't really easily showcase it in the obsidian chamber, but it is a really fast horse, which I do like a lot. Now, am I actually able to feed this guy even though he has full health? And apparently not. I have to, there we go. Okay, so apparently I can't actually do that. So, yeah, so that's the robot horse, and that's pretty much all I really wanted to test out with this guy. That is really impressive with how high he's actually able to jump. I really like that a lot. It makes, like, getting over certain obstacles really easy, but then again, you have to enable this through add-on settings, and these actually do not spawn naturally. In the overall, I think you actually are required to actually spawn them in creative, because if they do spawn in survival, then I'm missing something, because these are, again, zombie horses, but I don't fully understand exactly how this is supposed to spawn in survival. But yeah, this actually makes it all the way up to the top of the obsidian chamber. That is very impressive. I am very impressed with how high this guy can go. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to do for this little add-on showcase. So this is actually where I'm going to go ahead and end off the video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. One more, make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCP0 to stay updated. This has been Zer0's. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.